Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, Siriana Tarot. This is going to be a Mercury Retrograde in Libra twin flame reading for my dearest Aquarius. So Aquarius, Mercury is retrograding in Libra and it has us going over old ground and rediscovering things on a different level. We're going to look at how we do relationships, our habits when we're trying to build intimacy, and most of all, how to process emotions and make healthy adjustments within our lives and on this twin flame journey. Now, Aquas, I'm going to read your energy or the divine feminine energy on the left, the masculine on the right, and then we'll see what's going on within this connection during this Mercury retrograde in Libra. So we're going to start with some oracle cards for my Aquarius, please, on a twin flame journey. All right, so we've got danger, okay? So the divine feminine, okay, could be a bad boy or a bad girl. Danger could also be that they feel like something here might be a little bit dangerous or a little bit hidden. Could also be forbidden. Let's see what else comes out. The divine masculine, destiny. Ooh, look at these intense colors, you guys. There's a lot of passion. For some of you guys, you may know who your twin is, but there's a reason, like, you know, there's some, like, it's hidden. Ooh, and we've got divine intervention coming out right in the middle. Some of you, there may be some sort of third-party karmic situation involved where this connection, where you guys maybe meet in secret, or I don't know, there could be something taboo about this connection. Let's dive a little bit deeper. I like that we have divine intervention, so there may be something that's keeping you guys apart for now, or it can also be something that really brought you together. We do have the runner. Okay, so it could be the divine feminine has pulled her energy back because she felt like the situation was becoming too hot, too intense. Maybe you were going to get caught. Okay, a few different messages coming through there. All right, let's dig a little bit deeper and see what's going on with the divine feminine. We'll start with what she may be thinking or feeling. All right, we've got the Temperance card in reverse. Wow. So the divine feminine here, it just feels like there's something that's really out of balance. I don't know if this connection caught her off guard, or there's something here. I feel strongly the divine feminine may be in another connection or another situation, but who's not her divine masculine, but she's having a hard time holding back, controlling herself, taming that beast within. She knows that it's dangerous what she's doing, what she's thinking about doing. And I don't feel like it's physically dangerous, but there's a lot at stake here. Strong Sagittarius energy. How she's viewing the divine masculine as the Chariot card, Cancer energy. Wow. So she's seeing the divine masculine as full speed ahead. I don't know if the divine masculine came rushing towards her or is just very powerful, very in control is what I'm seeing, controlling his emotions. But I also feel like things are moving really fast, and that could be this energy. We see that with the runner energy too. There's this trajectory, there's this speed within this relationship. It's just, it's taken over. It's really powerful. I don't know if you guys have had a physical connection that was just unexpected, if you guys met and it was just like two magnets. I mean, I'm just getting like sparks flying, but there's something here that's holding you back. And I don't know if that's a fear of getting hurt, or this connection is so intense, like you feel like you're going to get burned, especially as the divine feminine. There's a need to sort of pull back, to be patient, because there's something blocking you guys right now. And it's frustrating. And the divine masculine with that Chariot energy is bound and determined to clear these energetic blocks and come towards the divine feminine. And that may feel a bit overwhelming. Okay. What the divine feminine may not see coming, the Ace of Swords, communication, some sort of clarity. I kind of feel like the divine masculine here is strategizing a way to come together, a way to meet, a way to be together, a way forward in this connection. Wow. And final outcome energy and advice, Nine of Wands. to be strong. This is only a bit of a pause. I'm getting a very like Romeo and Juliet vibe from this reading, you guys. Again, it's not gender specific by any means, but I'm just getting that there's something here, whether it's family, whether it's society, whether it's a third party connection, whether it's somebody's fears of being hurt. But this is a connection where there's a lot of passion. It's fast, it's furious, it's powerful. And it feels like there are blockages, but I get this nothing is going to stop us type attitude. I feel like the divine feminine is on edge, or feels as if she's living on the edge. She may be waiting for the masculine as well, waiting for communication, and in this energy of, I don't know how long I can wait, you know, this sense of anxiety, like something big is coming. So it's interesting. It's very powerful energy here, Aquarius. All right, let's see what's going on with the divine masculine. What he may be thinking or feeling. And just a reminder, it is not a gender specific reading. I'm reading energy. All right, so the Page of Cups in reverse. Okay, so the Page of Cups in reverse is a little bit of a lack of sincerity. I feel like, I don't feel like this is his energy towards the divine feminine, though. You know, this can be an energy of apologies. This can be an energy of, I'm not so sure if I'm ready to, you know, for such an intense emotional connection. But I also feel that if there is some sort of third party intervention, the divine masculine, it could be both or in another connection. I mean, sometimes that happens and you meet and you're just like, oh my gosh, this is my person. But I feel like regardless, the divine masculine here might be also wondering, you know, if the divine feminine is sincere, if she feels the same way, if she's ready for this, because I feel like he's all, you know, he's full speed ahead. I'm going to do this. It could be the divine feminine who's pulled back her energy just to sort of, she's, you know, fearing things are moving too quickly, or, you know, the consequences are too great or too grave and coming together for some reason. Okay, so that he might be, you know, the divine masculine may be thinking about how to maybe slow things down, or just wondering if, you know, if the divine feminine feels the same way. Let's see. He's viewing her as the Nine of Swords stuck. Yeah, he's viewing her as stuck in a karmic cycle, trapped maybe in a karmic connection, up in her head. I see that with the Temperance energy, trying to find balance. This is, I can't eat, I can't sleep, you know, anxious about this connection. The divine masculine's in a bit more of a, you know, I know what I'm doing. I'm controlled. We're going to find a way through this. I'm going to come towards you. I'm going to find a way back to you. What he doesn't see coming, wow, beautiful, is the Two of Swords. The divine feminine's making a decision. So he may be a little bit nervous about whether or not the divine feminine is going to have the strength to go through with this, or she's going to, you know, be on the same page, or that she wants the same things. You do want the same things, but there's something getting in the way. There's something that's holding the divine feminine back, whether it's another connection, whether it's fear that things are moving too fast, a fear of getting hurt, you know, projecting old wounding or karma, past life energy back, you know, into this connection. But what the divine masculine doesn't see coming is that the blockages are going to be removed. You guys are going to be on the same page. That's, you know, both of you are, you know, what you don't see coming is the Ace of Swords. And I feel like you're going to be released. There are going to be these blockages removed so that you guys can be together. It's a very, this is a destined connection. Allow nature to take its course. Allow the universe to unfold what it has in store for you. It's reworking things behind the scenes so that you two can absolutely be together. But yeah, it's going to take patience. It's going to take planning. It's going to take releasing something from the past, whether that's, you know, hurt, heartbreak, something that's happened between you guys, or, you know, third party connections. But it absolutely feels like it's coming. Wow, this is just like a very powerful reading, you guys. Let's see what's being brought to the surface during this Mercury retrograde energy. Mercury retrograde in Libra, what is it bringing to the surface for my divine counterparts here? The Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, this is what I feel. I really do feel, and whether you like the message or not, I really get this strong energy that somebody, and it feels like it's the divine feminine, although it doesn't have to be, somebody is dealing with a karmic situation, somebody they're married to or they're in a connection with, they have financial ties to. The Queen of Pentacles may be the Divine Feminine needing to really sort of build herself up. I feel like she's feeling drained, either the intensity of this connection, maybe, you know, you haven't been able to be out in the open with how you feel for some reason. But I do feel that it's time to really do what's right for you. And I feel like there's some karmic ties that need to be released with third parties here, okay? What needs to be released? The Seven of Swords. Yeah, exactly. There's something here that's really draining. And more than anything, I feel like it's the Divine Feminine who's really being drained by the fact that this has to be kept secret, or that you guys can't quite be together. I feel like the Divine Feminine has pulled back her energy. Maybe she feels the Divine Masculine is moving too fast or is too forceful, but not too forceful in the sense that that's not what she wants. But what I see here is that she has to release some sort of karmic connection. There's something here that's draining her time, her energy, her love, her money, her resources, and it's keeping her in separation from the masculine. All right, so what lessons are being learned? We have the Eight of Cups, or the final outcome. So I do feel if whoever has run in this situation, and it feels strongly that it's the Divine Feminine, she will be coming back. Okay, the Divine Feminine will be making her way back to the masculine. Of course, it can be vice versa, but you have to be patient because they have two cards here of be patient, okay? Someone here may have felt like they rushed into things and just needed to pull back their energy and just sort of recalibrate and see, okay, whoa, what was that? But you guys are absolutely coming into union. This is your person. If you were doubting it, there's been conflict. That's also going to be resolved. There may have been divine intervention, which splits you guys apart for a moment so that you could, you know, so that you could recalibrate, you could raise your vibration, so you could evolve separately and come back together. For a lot of you, I feel like this isn't going to be a really long separation, or it hasn't been. But again, that's not going to be everybody's story. The Seven of Cups tells me that there are a lot of fears and illusions that that you guys need to work through before you guys can come together. And largely it feels like the Divine Feminine, who's in this Nine of Swords, dark night of the soul type energy, but she's getting clarity. Okay, she's getting clarity, and with the Nine of Wands, she's going to fight for this. Okay, but she needs to hold back, take a good hard look at the hard work that she's put into getting where she is, and maybe in a connection that she may be in that she's no longer happy in, or is no longer in alignment with her. Okay, so the messages here are really pretty clear. So working through some intense fears and illusions when it comes to either this particular connection or love in general, or just, you know, the intensity of the twin flame journey. So the Divine Feminine is definitely being guided by her angels. Okay, so I'm getting strong Archangel Michael here, especially with that Ace of Swords energy. So the Divine Feminine may be seeing a lot, maybe identifying a lot with the color blue, seeing blue flickers, you know, out of the corner of her eye, blue lights, things like that. The Divine Masculine. Yeah, so I feel like the Divine Masculine is in a much calmer, much more peaceful energy, very sure of himself, very sure of where this connection is going, is actually cultivating and creating and holding that space for the Divine Feminine to purge and release any fears and anxieties or connections, karma that she needs to let go of. I feel like he's with open arms, he's waiting. He's holding fast. He's holding tight. There may be a little bit of fear or doubts that creep in because I do think the feminine is feeling a little bit nervous or fearful of this connection. But yeah, there's this wisdom. You guys have this deep knowing that this absolutely is the connection for you that you're meant to be in, that this is your other half. Okay. Interesting energy there. Beautiful energy. Let's see what other advice we have for the Divine Feminine. The Divine Masculine is burning with passion for the Divine Feminine. And, you know, I feel like this divine Feminine here gets a lot of attention, is used to it, but isn't used to feeling this out of control. All right, so we get Hex, be still and allow the enemy to reveal themselves. Okay, so there is this sort of element of danger that the Divine Feminine is picking up on. Now, this could be her own projections, her own past life karma, fears and illusions that she's bringing with her from previous relationships, negative imprinting. So the Divine Feminine is absolutely going through something really intense. Feels like a dark night of the soul. I feel like these fears, everything, these fears and illusions, this negative energy, these shadows are being brought to the surface to be purged and released here, okay? The Divine Masculine, make your dreams real. But the Divine Masculine is, I don't want to say he's plodding along, but the Divine Masculine is patient. He just has this deep knowing, this is my person, and whatever it is that she may be going through, it's okay because it's going to bring us together. I feel like he's her anchor. He's her rock at this point in time. It's just a really beautiful energy. And he knows that there's in the 3D, the separation is just an illusion, that you guys are always one. So it's like the Divine Masculine has achieved this level of unity consciousness. And he's holding space for the feminine to come to him in the 3D or to come back. All right. And we get euphoria, honor yourself. So, I feel like this beautiful energy of, I feel like there's this, whether you guys are in communication or not. And look at that. We get samadhi, perfect acceptance. Yeah, I just feel like the Divine Masculine is accepting this for what it is, recognizing and holding space for the Divine Feminine, and honoring her and honoring himself, and not trying to push or pressure this situation. Now, that may not have been the case in the beginning, because I feel like there was this hardcore, fast and furious, this is my person, we need to be together. But I feel like the Divine Masculine is giving the Divine Feminine freedom and space to work through what she needs to honor herself. And he's honoring her and himself in the process, and holding space for her to do what she needs to do here. I mean, it's gorgeous. It's beautiful energy. Let's see what else comes through. Additional messages, please, for the Divine Feminine. So we get Pearl, empower, uplift, and elevate. So she's in the process. Many of my Divine Feminines who are resonating have been or are going through a dark night of the soul. They're in the process, and the Divine Masculine is allowing her to empower, to uplift, to elevate herself, to work through these fears, these illusions, and this karma that's being released. And the Divine Masculine, yeah, look, this energy of acceptance coming through. He's staying present. He's her anchor. He's holding space. He's in the now. He's aware of what's going on. He's accepting what needs to happen, what is happening. He's understanding that it's all unfolding in perfect timing, that this is your destiny. And we get untamed, wild, and mysterious. Yeah. So I love this energy, because I feel like there is, or there has been, this sort of wild, untamed nature about this connection. That it's like a wild and free connection. It was the coming together of two people. And for the feminine, it really triggered something in her, a fear that this wasn't okay, or this is taboo, or this is dangerous. And it may have been, or it may be. But what I love about it, it's like allowing it to go through this sort of wild, untamed phase, allowing each other the space to grow and evolve in order to come back together. And this is just, really, truly a gorgeous energy. So let's see what other messages come through. What a nice reading for my aquas. Very different from some of the others. New love. Yes, absolutely. So this could be, again, this could be a relatively new connection. It could also be that I do pick up on, for a lot of you, there was or there is some sort of third-party karmic situation, okay? And so it's this new extra third-party energy here, okay? That's you guys coming together. I also feel if somebody has, and it feels like the Divine Feminine has done a runner or has moved away, that there's possibility for a new connection or a new cycle to begin, but she's got to work through this energy, because I'll choose you in a heartbeat over and over again. The divine masculine is sure of what he wants. He's sure that this is a sacred union, and I feel like he's just holding space for the divine feminine to either come into the same realization or work through the lessons and the karma that she needs to at this point in time. I really like this reading, Aqua. I hope it gave you clarity and guidance, sending you lots of love and light. Take care.